Tourette syndrome includes the presence of one or more motor and vocal tics during the course of illness that have been present for more than 1 year of time. And the average age of onset in most children who have, or most individuals who have Tourette syndrome is typically before age 18.
Comes down to really this stuff here today. It's our final lesson.
Class is difficult because I'm on the ground rolling around or running around the classroom. It might be my arms that might tighten up, or they might go everywhere and just hit stuff. When I'm not doing that, I'm tightening my muscles really hard. I can't write, I can't really think.
A tic is a repetitive stereotypic movement. It's a movement that is irregular in nature. It may wax and wane in severity and in the frequency. It may change in location. And that, in part, contributes to the mystery of Tourette syndrome.
That would help.
To answer to the previous questions and tell why we would not want to admit somebody to the whole community.
It can be distracting a lot of times because when we're trying to work on our homework, it's kind of easy to start watching him.
The first time we saw Tourette's show up was actually 2nd grade. So he was about 8 years old, and it was right here in this room where I'll never forget, he walked up right about where I'm sitting right now and said, "Dad, I can't stop shaking." And we didn't know what he meant by that. We had no idea. We thought he was just goofing around or joking around.
My parents were just kind of saying, well, don't do that, knock it off. And I was just saying to them, I can't. And I was starting to cry because they just kept on telling me to stop, and I couldn't.
It took 3 neurologists before we came to the conclusion that it was indeed Tourette's syndrome. The neurologists that we see now have said that he's one of the most severe cases that they've seen. Finding out that Jonah had Tourette syndrome was bittersweet because we were obviously sad with the stigma that goes with Tourette's, but it was we were kind of happy that finally we had an answer to what was going on. We were happy that it wasn't life-threatening and that it was something that a lot of people deal with every day.
We believe that most of Tourette syndrome is genetic in origin, so that means that you can inherit it from a family member, one or more family members actually. The genetics of Tourette syndrome is currently not entirely clear, but we are conducting some very large studies worldwide to explore the genetics of Tourette syndrome, and it's likely to involve not just one gene, but probably many genes.